have a little bit of a strange topic to talk about today, but we kind of all have heard about this before. But I had a client who actually emailed me and asked me, should I lie on my job application? So the first thing that I'd like to ask you guys is, how many of you guys have lied on a job application before? And be honest. Let me know in the comments below this video if you've ever lied on a job application. I am Tammy Homegardner, and I am a career coach. I am a Forbes Contributing Editor. I'm a best-selling author, and I also am the founder of the Job Search School. I don't ever want to advise any of my clients ever to lie on a job application. You never ever want to do that. You always want to be truthful. Because I'll tell you what, in the times that I have interviewed, I would much rather someone come clean about something than to lie. Because once you lie, your integrity is at stake. And that's something that's really hard to get back. But the one thing that I do want to mention is that lying is way different from omission. And sometimes I do advise my clients to omit certain details. And what I mean by that is never tell people things in the beginning, because remember, we're talking about a job application here. We're not talking about a face-to-face interview. If you are not asked things, do not offer the information. And I can tell you that employers are not going to run a background check on you at the point of application. People don't mean to lie, but let's say, for example, you need a college degree for a certain job, and I've seen people where they are one semester shy of getting that degree, and so they don't want to get held back from the job, so they go, well, I'm just going to go ahead and put that I have my degree, even though I really don't have it yet, because if I say I don't have it, then I'm not going to get the job. And so I don't think that it's that people blatantly tell lies and claim things that are completely false, or at least I hope not. But there are many times when you're kind of walking a thin line, and there just might be a position you really want, and so you fudge things a little. And that's what I'm trying to tell you today is, even fudging it a little, don't do it. Because if they find out that you fudged it a little, your integrity is, you've lost all credibility and your integrity is on the line. It's better just to be able to list that you attended the college, and then when you get to the interview, you can explain to the interviewer that you are at the last part of completing that degree, but you're really, really close. And normally that's not going to hurt you. But if you lie, now you've got to explain why you lied. Once you have to do that, they're going to wonder what else you've lied about. But again, it is okay to omit things that you are not asked. Meaning, don't bring things up that they haven't asked you about, because you want to try to keep anything that you might feel needs an explanation. You might want to save that until you can get a person-to-person interview. And remember, you guys, these people that are interviewing you, the hiring managers, the recruiters, whatnot, they are human. They understand that we all have certain issues that have come up. Your degree may have gotten put on hold because you had childcare issues. No one's going to hold that against you once they understand it. Francesca says, when they ask on an application if you've ever been convicted of a crime, what do you say? If it is a matter of public record, meaning if it's a felony or something that there is a traceable record for, you do have to answer honestly, because if and when they do a background check, they're going to find it. If it was something far in your past that was just some sort of misdemeanor that isn't even showing up on your record anymore, then no, you don't. We all make mistakes, and even if you have a felony, if you can explain it to someone, make them understand that, you messed up and that you learned from it, people are okay with that as long as you're honest. Just remember that on the first step, your application is going through an ATS system, and that is just a computer program, and it's just going to look for the keywords, dates, all kinds of things like that. So, don't add any extra information on your resume at that point that doesn't need to be there, that isn't relevant. I have an excellent resume, 20 years of government experience, and I have a record. I'm having a hard time finding a good job, even if I'm honest. This does happen when you have a felony, but are you disclosing this at the time of the application? I'm guessing that maybe the applications are asking you if you've been convicted of a crime and you're checking yes, so that's why you're having a hard time. Don't rely 100% on just applying for online jobs, meaning jobs that are on the online job boards. What you really want to do is you want to go out and network to find jobs. Use LinkedIn, for example. You want to go on LinkedIn, look up companies that you would like to work for. And let's say that you are a project manager. Then go on LinkedIn, look for the company, and look for somebody that's either a senior project manager or the director of the department, and reach out to them, let them know what you do, and ask them if they have any job positions currently available. A lot of times, companies don't post jobs on the job boards, or they don't post all of the jobs, and the only way you find out about them is if you ask. And the reason that that's going to make a difference to you is because now you have a contact, someone to talk to, and you can explain your situation right up front, because they may be just throwing you out, which I know is a terrible thing to do, but they may be seeing that you have yes checked by a felony and just tossing your application. They can have their ATS programmed behind the scenes, and it's not really legal to do this. It's like age that says if that box is checked or if there's a yes in there, ditch that one. And, no one's the wiser because, it's the hiring manager that programmed it, and he's certainly not going to tell us that he programmed it that way. So you are going to do a lot better if you try to network and reach out to potential hiring managers and recruiters. Also go on to LinkedIn, search recruiter, and then whatever your job title is. So recruiter, project manager, and then put your city in. And then you should get a list of all the recruiters in your area that recruit for that position. Go ahead and talk to those recruiters. Remember something. Don't be afraid to ever tell a recruiter something, because even though the recruiter works for the company, they only get paid if they find a candidate to place, much like a real estate agent. Even though one real estate agent has a listing, if another real estate agent sells the property, they still get a commission. It's the same thing for recruiters. They want to find that perfect candidate. So you can disclose things to them and ask them for their advice. How do I fill this out? How do I do this so we can get past this? This was many years ago. It was an honest mistake. I'm beyond it. I learned from it. I'm ready to go back to work, and I'd really like to have this position, and I feel like I'd be an asset to the company. How do I get around this problem? Ask them. Never be afraid to ask them. I have a free webinar if you want to learn more about the job search. All you need to do is go to newjobsuccess.com and sign up. It's absolutely free. So just go sign up. I do about an hour of just solid teaching about the job search, and then I do present an offer for you to work with me, but there is absolutely no, there's no obligation whatsoever. And then I also do a question and answer on that session as well. So you guys, please feel free to sign up, newjobsuccess.com. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.